Hello, and I am the Experimenter, and this video was not meant to be this video. See, I'm in the making of a video that is just some of my random Yu-Gi-Oh moments piled together. Here's a little teaser of that for you. A key part of the deck is that booty, Planet Patrol booty. And the thing is, sometimes my booty gets stopped and gets negated. And one thing you never do is that I am Man's booty. This was meant to be in that said video, but it works really well out of it, and with the whole footage rather than only having part of it and half-baked footage, this is a tier list of archetypes from deck builder sets and will be ranked through my top favorites all the way down to Let It Burn in the Shadow Realm. And a NA, not applicable for you idiots out there, section for certain archetypes that I feel I can't have a say on for whatever reason. Enjoy the experiment. The last clip I recorded was at 11 a.m. Now we're recording a new segment at 7:40 p.m. This just shows you how random these Yu-Gi-Oh moments are. So here's a tier list. It's of Yu-Gi-Oh deck build packs. It was through a letter grading system. I'm like, nope, we're just gonna do it on what my favorites are. I already see some that I know damn well are gonna go in either number one or absolute favorite. So here's the tiers from top to bottom. Number one picks. Quite obvious. Top of the top. The creme de la creme. Absolute favorite. It is at the top, but does not have the cherry on the top. High amount of interest is what I've played and have an interest in continuing. Little interest, same thing. No experience, which means I have not played it, but I still have interest in it. Let It Burn in the Shadow Realm. That's just a spite section, just in case I want to put something in there. And NA either means like no interest, no experience, don't realize what the hell the image in the list is for. It's not applicable for a reason. So first, Adamantimators. I've never really played Adamantimators except for when Block Dragon was out, and that's been banned for a minute. That just shows you how long I've been playing this game. Although I'm only 15, going on to 16 in like 4 days. This part probably isn't even going to get in the video, but so be it. I am watching my lips talk through the shadow of my light hitting my bed. I don't know what I'm saying, but Adamantimator probably gonna be. Do have experience in it, except NA is for situations like this. So we're gonna put NA Adventure. High amount of interest, except I do like the deck, except I wouldn't call it an absolute favorite. Drytron, absolute favorite. I like the mechanic. I hate what happened to it in that one format where it became competitive. And then they just spammed Cyber Angels in it. Just ruined Drytron's image, and now it's kind of getting back to what it was with Drytron Mewtwo. If you don't realize that name, it's the weird ritual they released. Lich the Golden Lord, you can burn in the Shadow Realm. I had to deal with that enough in Master Duel. Mm. I'm pretty sure I played it personally like once. And that was Live Twins, never used it. NA. Exorcisters, never used it. NA. And this means without interest of putting it in NA, because if I had interest in it but haven't played it, it would be up here. For hires, I have played little interest. It's not add one monster for high. Yes, add one monster for hire, not add one for higher monster. I said the joke too early. Generators, just because it's a boss fight favorite. Dragon Maids and a Infinitrack, number one pick. Big ass machines, absolutely going at number one. Labyrinth, I have some experience with it. I like the concept of as a deck, you have these certain traps that are staples. I just kind of like traps in general. That's why I like trap tricks, which is probably going to be a scene before this. No. But where would I put it on my favorites? I want to say number one or absolute favorite. High amount of interest. I'm not sure if this is going to be its own video or if it's just gonna be part of the video it's originally intended to be in. So I discard the Traptrix comment, but Traptrix is another deck I really like. I guess I just like traps being used in modern ways. I like Math Mech just because it's math. It's Math Mech. I have like two cards, Math Mech Multiplication. Do I have Sigma? Pretty sure I only have Sigma. I'm not digging out Cybers. So I'll say absolute favorite. No, no. Number one pick. If the tractors were number one just because of my personality and personal preferences, the math one's going in there too. NA, I could barely tell it's UA from where I'm sitting. Makako, no experience with interest. I know it's a stun deck, and that doesn't really seem good. Get the Nephis out of here. I'm gonna do this just so I can be a fat ass cookie. But it's still little interest. I'll go addicts. I got high interest. Snakes, reptiles, weather painters, NA, crank kids, NA, hunk, I would say. It's either little interest or high amount of interest. I want to put it just let it burn in the shadow realm, except I have interest in the deck and would want to play it. Maybe I should test it out. So for now, I'll put little interest. Because wait. But now, let's compare it to high amount of interest. Adventures, obvious high amount of interest. Labyrinth, I feel like that would have equal interest as Punk. Definitely better than Nouvelles. Ogdoadics, probably the same amount of interest as Punks. So I say Punk high amount of interest. Democracy through my own personality. That sounds psychotic. Oh well, deal with it. Pearly, burn in the shadow realm. I have no interest in this deck. Rescue Ace, I guess it should go on no experience. No experience with interest. Rika, NA, Runic, NA, because these are like pure variants. With Rika, you would assume that you're running Sun Avalon, except this is. I'm going off of this based off of the own archetypes from the set. So, is that ninjas? I can't. That's the six. No, that's not ninjas. That's six samurai. Let it burn in the shadow realm just because of that trickery. Sky Striker, NA, she's 12, leave her alone. Self Accord, NA. Okay, this is obviously going to number one picks because of my personality once again. Dinos for the win. They went from getting struck by meteors to being the meteors themselves. I mean, just look at the artwork of Xenometeors. I got a lot of editing ahead of me. I don't know what the hell that is. I should make a new section just saying, get this shit out my face. So you're going at the top of NA. What the hell are you? Or Zarthix? Absolute favorite because of their theme. I don't know. I just like the theme of bears. And three characters. We got low level, mid level, and high level. From the level 6s to the level 8s to the synchros. I was thinking of something I hate. Okay. I played or tested, I guess I should say, Erzartix before all that new stuff came out with Drytrons. When it first came out, I liked the deck. I was using Yassine's deck list, so of course it was gonna be good. And I really liked it. And then all the new stuff came out when I took like well, not really a hiatus, but I lowered my amount of involvement in Yu-Gi-Oh! Went back into it, and then they got all these new Drytrons and Archetype cards. I'm like, what the hell happened in the time I was away? Now, vampires. The only reason I put no experience with interest is because I have real life vampire cards and some of my junk cards, and I was gonna put them in a deck just as a junk engine, because why not? That's why I say no experience with, let's just say with little interest. You get the point. Vanquish Soul, absolute favorite. I don't care that I have not played it before. It is a fighting game made into monsters, and Rocket the Vanquisher looks like a cool ass battle ending scene. Oh no, I've been impaled with my spear on a valiant death worthy of a warrior on the battlefield. Valence. Uh, I'm not sure what is the difference here, because Valram is Magistus, and she's also part of Magistus. I'm use Varam as the marker for Magistus, though. Uh, number one pick. I just love I don't know why I like Magistus so much, because it's not so much the theme of characters younger in younger forms, but it's just it. Like Awas the Magistus Spell Spear, Varam the Magistus Divinity Dragon. What's the weird? There, one's escaping me. I mean, Alistair when he was younger, he looked cool. Endymion, the Glass Goddess, I'm not sure if it's called Rimuru. Obviously Artemis. I mean, I guess I just like the artwork and their playstyle is different, but very cool. Evil Eye, number one pick, just because I have it in just because I have it in real life. I need to drink some damn water. So I have Evil Eye in real life. It was given to me by my friend when he was like, I'm not using this anymore, so you can have it. And it is like a top contender in my real life deck somehow. Although it can get pretty bricky, usually works out. I mean, somehow it stood up to RDA. Not RDA for ranked or anything, so, not that crazy, but think of like RDA 3 structure decks. It's still very consistent. And it stood up to that and beat that. But the reason it beat it in one round was because which one is it? Scarlight? Something, some hot red dragon archering from the extra deck. That's all I can say. Did some burn damage, and if you know Evil Eye of Gorgonio's effect, the lower my life points are, the monster it's equipped to gains that much attack. And that one extra amount of burn damage let me OTK him the next turn. Because I had Gorgonio, Celine, and the effect of whatever it was equipped to help me out. Pretty sure it was Gorgon, Empress of the Evil Eye. Except I OTK'd him because of that extra damage. And I'm pretty sure that was either the match finisher or that was the first round. Either one, that's deadly and embarrassing. Except we always play casual games, so it's not that bad. And this honestly really shows my personality. We went from construction vehicles, cause yes, to math, cause yes, call me a nerd if you want, fuck you. Dinosaurs, cause obviously. I don't know what to say for Magistus. Magic, I guess. Harry Potter. Evil Eyes, just because of the personal factor. Sentimental factor, I should say. And then, even absolute favorite, we got dragons made out of constellations, although they're really machines, but they look like dragons, so might as well be called that. Boss fights from Dark Souls, literally just Gundams, and then a fighting game. I'm not sure how long this recording is, and I want to keep it not heavily edited. Some of my speeches has kind of got messed up, but oh well. This should give you an insight on what my personality is like, seeing that big ass vehicles, mechs, and dinos are at the top. Cause of course they are. This tier list was based off of my interest in these archetypes, based off of the play of the game, mainly, and that's why Rika is where it is. But based on design, I wanted to put it higher. I mean, who wouldn't like this? Is beautiful. I'm a fucking dude, you should have expected this. And if you think I'm soft for that, at least I had the spear mode Roz to say it. Anyway, time for the per video segment of a relic about how a laboratory worker had managed to escape with the camera and now comes back with photos of the most random places where he has committed the most random antics that may be illegal. That was a fucking mouthful. For context, I had to drink water before and after this. Time for the per video segment of that damn laboratory worker that just keeps stealing our cameras and never returns them. Today, he sent us an image of a solar light that has been outside for years and now has enough rust that its color looks like Cheeto dust. Who knew that the solar light company would start giving Cheetos a run for its money?